10 years ago, my guest dropped his first single, and since then, it has been hit after hit after hit. He has a boisterous personality and an even bigger heart. My guest today is none other than Davido.
Hello.
Hello, Davido.
I'm good. How you doing?
I'm good.
Yes.
You know, you've been on The Juice before, but you've never been on Juice with me.
Yeah, funny enough, I watched the clip on Juice like yesterday or so.
Yeah.
I was so skinny.
I'm young and I've seen things like crazy stuff, man.
How young?
I'm 19.
Wow.
It's crazy, like when you look back at yourself and you're just like, what was I thinking?
Yeah, I was watching. I was just like, I can't even remember like being that age and like what was in my head. I don't even know.
I mean, it's been like 10 years. And we're going to talk about like the beginning of your career and everything like that. But 2020 has been a crazy year, hasn't it?
Crazy for everybody, man. It's just, I mean, first pandemic of our generation.
Yeah.
You know, first time something has come and stopped the whole world. And everybody was affected.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
I know that you were supposed to be on tour this year.
I was on tour.
Yeah, you were on tour. You were in America when it happened.
I think I done 4 shows. I just done LA, brother Chris Brown, brother everybody. I was about to go to Toronto. Sold out. I remember just being in the hotel room. I woke up like 4 a.m. In LA, in America, and I just put on the news. I was like, what is going on? Immediately, I just checked my email from the Live Nation, the touring company. He said, we have to stop the tour because they've announced that not less than so amount of people can be in the room. And that's how I flew back to Nigeria. Everything was...
For you, being on the road, back to back 10 years, you've always, been creating music, always doing shows, and to have a year where it's almost like silence, like, how did you first deal with being in one place?
It was crazy. Because me, like, max in Lagos, 5 days.
Yeah.
I'm off to somewhere in Africa or abroad.
Yeah.
So for me to just be in Nigeria the whole time, I was going crazy. Like, I had to leave social media because I actually went crazy. Like, I was just at home. And I was just like, man,
But you mentioned when you said you were going to leave social media and stuff like that. Did you leave social media because you realized that your mental health was in a place where you needed to?
Oh, definitely.
Reflect?
Because I'd been on the go, just like you said, I've been on the go for, was 9 years then. For 9 straight years, shows, music, non-stop, shooting videos, traveling. So I think that pause kind of made me sit down and realize like, damn, like I need a break.
Yeah.
Like I need a break from everything. I need a break from shows. I need a break from music. I need a break from people. Like even my close friends.
Yeah.
I just need a break from everything, So I ended up moving out of Lekki.
Yeah.
Because now my Lekki house,
everyone knows it.
Yeah, the once I come out, like in front of my house, like 300 people that come there a day. It was just, everything just came down. And I was just like, look, I need to just step back from everything. Lock down my Instagram. Told my manager, I was even meant to drop an album in July.
Okay.
I told the label, I was like, look, I'm not in the right, frame right now to.
How would you describe your frame during that time? Like, what was going through your mind? What do you think really triggered the state of needing to pull back?
I don't know. It was just a lot of things at once, to be honest. It wasn't just one thing that triggered it, but the pandemic definitely had a lot to do with it because I had so much plans. I know, just being in Nigeria and then having to, how many people I take care of, like, it's crazy. So I just had to just step back, took a big break, and, I came back relieved.
Were you online on a different, like, social media page? Or were you completely offline?
Don't worry about that.
You have, like, a little ghost. Beyonce has, like, a Snapchat.
Honestly, I do have a ghost on Instagram, but nobody knows it. But honestly, I just understood, like, how much stress-free, not posting everything you're doing.
Yeah.
Like, nobody knew I was like, I was in Nigeria. I was telling people I was in London.
Right.
Like my close friends that I'm with every day.
Yeah.
And they're just like, oh, okay, I beg you, when you come and get me something.
Yeah.
But I'm in Lagos. So just, even flying to America, finishing my album there, I shot like 6 videos. Nobody knew. Shot my videos. Just everything just of people not knowing. I think was just...
It just made everything different, and it's interesting because I always think about, in so many ways, we talked a lot about your life trajectory and, your mom, she's been a huge part of your life, even though she passed away when you were 10. When you think about losing her at such a young age, how do you think it affected who you are today?
I mean, I won't say it made me more independent, but like, so this is a scenario, I'm close to my mom.
Right.
Fully, I'm a mommy's boy. Like,
I
didn't even send my dad, he was so busy. Like it was my mom that was coming to school, checking my grades, all of that. So when she died, it was just crazy, just being with my dad, going into church.
Yeah.
Bible study, Seventh-day Adventist, like it was crazy. So, you know, it brought a lot of problem. Like my teenage years was really rough with my dad. But over time, we grew to, you know, get closer.
What would you say is one thing that you wish you could tell your mom if she was still here? What do you feel like is missing in a way, considering the fact that you didn't have her, you know, when you were growing up?
I don't think it's like a question I have for her. It's just like the things I would have done for her,
right.
kind of. Do you understand? Just having her around. So that kind of, sometimes that, you know, triggers me. And just her not knowing at all, like, damn, I became Davido.
Yeah, of course. Because I know you said you have 5 siblings. They're all older than you. How would you describe, like, the relationship you have with them?
You know, like, I've always been the baby of the family. Do you understand? So it's just like, I'm doing musical. They're like, oh, cool. I'm like, no, I'm doing music. Like, I'm really doing music. So, like, they didn't really take it serious to like stuff started happening, and like right now, like they're all my biggest fans.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Which one of your siblings would you say you have like the one person that you can run to when you have like issues?
Probably my sister Sharon.
Sharon, yeah.
Yeah, probably my sister Sharon.
Sharon is the one that carries you to church, right?
Yeah. She carried me to church once. You know, my mom gave birth to only 2 of us. So when my mom died, she's basically like my second mom.
Does it sometimes feel like you guys have like a half siblings vibe, or does it feel
never.
like? Okay.
And that's one thing I applaud my dad for. Like, I didn't even know like my mom wasn't even their mom till like I was probably like 8.
Wow.
Because of the love and how everything was. Like, you know, when you're young, you're not thinking about that. And it's the same thing like I'm trying to do for my kids. So.
What would you say though is something that you wish you had known coming into your own money at such an early age that you do know now? Because it's different to have a father that has money, whereas now this is like your dad is not the one wiring money to your account. This is your money. And this started at such a young age at 18.
I've lived a very, very carefree life. But like the beginning of my career, I wasn't even thinking of like saving money or I was just living life. Do you understand? People say I do it because I know say last.
Yo, but they'll catch you. There's a net with you.
No, but actually it wasn't even that. It's just either my dad or not here, like I'll be straight if I'm like now.
Right, of course.
Do you understand? But I think just right now I'm just more of like trying to branch out and just, especially with this corona, trying to other avenues of making money. Because right now, like our main source of income as artists, especially in Nigeria, is shows.
Right.
Yes, and right now there's not much shows. So I'm branching out to a lot of other stuff. Signing new artists as well. I'm building a couple apartments.
Okay.
I'm trying to do a hotel as well.
Okay.
So just other stuff. I'm building something in Ghana as well.
Nice.
Like a recording resort in Ghana as well.
Yeah.
Just trying to branch out into other things that I wouldn't have thought of like 2-3 years ago.
I feel like we've seen an evolution that's happened really quick, right? You know, before, whether it's either we're always hearing a song from you that's going to be a hit, and then it's a controversy. Then it's a song, then it's you know, and you wear your heart on your sleeve. That's the one thing about you. What do you think switched for you between 2 years ago and now? Like, what is different about your mind?
I mean, honestly, if you see me reply anybody, I'm just catching trips. Like,
okay.
I'm not even taking it serious. Like, before, I'll actually be angry. Do you understand? Like, pissed off. But now it's just trips.
Yeah. Do you feel like, in so many ways, you know, when you released Assurance and before, there was a lot more freedom and openness in terms of talking about you and Chioma's relationship. Why did you decide to go that route, and why have you changed in terms of you guys are a bit more private now?
Because people are wicked.
Yeah.
Yo, you don't even want to know. Like, even before, like, I remember when we did the song, like, she was just around in the house that time. So we just did on a joke. It was actually just a joke.
Right.
And like, play, we're like, yo, let's Jones and shoot the video.
Yeah.
And then at first she was like, because she was in Babcock, she was like, oh, if she does the video, she might, you know, get kicked out of school. Her parents didn't really know that she was seeing me, stuff like that.
Her parents didn't know?
Not really. Like,
okay.
I didn't think it was anything like that. So I remember, like, before we traveled, Iku, my DJ Iku, he took me to my room and was like, David, are you sure? I said, no, it will be cool. I said, this thing will cause loud. I said, no. And Chioma is asking because nobody knew her then. Like.
Right.
And then we did the video and then we dropped it and
it was beyond viral.
It was crazy. And then And then over time, like, I would even say, like, her blowing up, like, her having her own, like, it affected the relationship, like, me and her a lot. Do you understand? Because, like, she's getting, like, 5,000 messages from people that don't even have faces to accounts.
Right.
Saying nonsense, hate messages. Because how do you want somebody that has gone from being private to overnight? Even her parents used to get hate texts, like crazy.
What kind of hate texts? What are they hating on?
Just nonsense. Like, it came really, really bad. And I was like, damn, people just don't like something good. It was crazy. So, you know, it affected our relationship a lot. So even that time, when I decided to just go offline, I just started to like, look, we're not telling anybody anything. Because like before, you know, Assurance, the video, like, stuff was so cool. Like, do you understand? Like,
so the dynamics really changed even between you guys once it became a public relationship.
Yeah. It now became like everybody's relationship.
Yeah.
Kind of. Like, imagine me walking through the airports. Don't like walking the airports. I remember, like, I think I was in Barcelona or somewhere crazy. Oh my, just pushed me back. Like, but I married my in-law. I'm like, bro, like, what?
I think there's
like,
this place where when you're a public figure, people feel like they have a right to be part of your life in so many ways. And the question is, how do you continually deal with that? Do you feel pressure to officially do the wedding?
I did, but now we don't.
Okay.
I actually did feel pressure, but like, at the end of the day, like, it's between me and her. Not our parents, not public. Not our sisters, not our brothers. Between me and her.
Yeah. And do you guys want to get married or?
Of course, eventually, yes.
Okay.
But right now is not the time. I'm so happy that now she's like getting to the money.
Of course.
Yes, that's something she should have been doing. Getting to the money, you know, while hopefully trying to build a house soon.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, so just make everything, just make the foundation solid and not just do something because we're riding on the wave of what people want. Do you understand what I'm saying? So
what was it like being with, you know, your fiance and actually watching her be pregnant and also like
craziest 9 months of my life.
Not only that, you now have a baby that's living in a house with you, whereas before with your mothers of your other children, you know, you see them, they come and go. What was that like for you?
I mean, first of all, like with the Chioma, she did most of the 9 months in London, and I was there, and like I had to, like, it was crazy. Like, I salute all women around the world. I can't even lie to you. Like, I saw her in pain. I started to, like, it was crazy. Like, I did all like I was useless at some point. You know how it is just taking care of someone pregnant. And like, my boys were with me. London was cold. I know me. Sometimes I smoke. Sometimes they will come. I'll pay like so much money for one apartment. We just smoke. They just come kick us out. Carry all the bags in the middle of London on the road. And like, it was crazy. Moving. And finally, October came. Like, we were waiting. Everybody was just like, and then, the day came.
Do you change diapers?
Nah, but I've changed in the past.
Did you wake up at night, like, do all the feeding in the middle of the night kind of stuff?
Not really.
None of it?
At night, I'm out. Like, you know, like, the difference with me is just like, I'm an entertainer. So, like, she understands, like, yo, I can be gone days, come back, go on. Just, but it was like during the pregnancy, I was hands-on. And then immediately she gave birth, I had to go back on the road to make up for everything I had missed.
Of course.
That's when we dropped Risky, came for December. She couldn't come back for December. So I was just... I was just there in December. Right now, she wants to go for a cooking course. Okay. Because she wants to build like a cooking school.
That's
in Nigeria.
That's really cool. It sounds as if you guys have really come to a place where you're building like a long-term relationship. And you mentioned that you have great relationship between all your kids and the mothers of all your kids have a great relationship. How do you guys make decisions? Like with I'm not going to use the word baby mama, the mother of your children. Like, how do you guys make decisions?
Let me not lie to you.
You guys had a hard time, especially you and Imade's mom. How did you guys get to a place where you're finally like, well, at least I call, she calls, we pick up each other's phone calls?
Me, I'm stubborn. Do you understand? Like, I feel like with Imade's mom, like, me and we're best of friends. The fight was between our families, if you think about it. Do you understand? It was never really a thing of me and her having a personal problem. You know, I felt like her uncle was trying to take, I felt like, this is past tense,
of course,
was trying to take advantage of the situation that, you know, he's not his daughter. Yes, but he was like a father figure to her because she lost her dad, so he came in as the father. You know, Gudelina, instead of like show. So I saw it as an opportunity to do all that, and it was just crazy. So the relationship was sour for years. You know, she was young during all those times, so she didn't really know. So when you understand that, look, this girl is going to start getting old and going to start understanding She started going to school. Do you understand? She has friends there that know who I am. Right. So you just understand that, look, let's do this for these girls.
Were you ever romantically involved with any of them?
Yes. Oh,
okay.
Yeah.
So it wasn't just like one night stand or anything?
No.
And did you think you were going to end up with any of them long term?
Yeah.
David is like, yeah. What changed?
I don't know, man. Life, I guess. With Sophie, I was really, really young. I had him at I was 21. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm at 21, 22, I think. I was really, really young. With Haley's mom, that's my G. Like till today, that's my very good friend. Mm-hmm. I was in America at the time because this is when I first signed my deal. So I was in America for like almost a year. Mm-hmm. So we just kind of, you know what I'm saying, we kicked it. Do you understand?
Right.
We're dating and then I wasn't feeling the whole Yankee living in America. So I came back to Nigeria for Christmas and I just actually never went back to Ethiopia to stay.
I want to talk about music. You know, you honestly have released hits after hit after hit. I want to talk a little bit about what happened with Femme, especially during the SARS movement. Also happened the same thing, you know, after, I believe it was 2 years ago when you released the song that had the line about Caroline Danjuma.
Yeah, I get one lock where they follow me.
What is that thing that's for some reason?
Like, honestly, with Femme, like, everybody was like, how did you foresee? I was like, bro, it wasn't even about. But it was just crazy. When it just happened, I was just sitting, I was like, even me say, I call it type of, I say, I get one juju where they follow me. So,
yeah.
But that's just how my life has just been.
How do you choose your songs? What's your writing process like?
Me, I just know, like, once I do it, I just know that. We recorded Femme in May now. May. So we just knew when we recorded it, we were like, this one don't go. Then I went offline, obviously. But when I went offline, I always knew that was the first thing I would come and drop Femme. Mm-hmm. And then from the snippet, I put the snippet online. It was on my IG. That was the last thing that was on my IG.
Right.
And then I just knew it and I just dropped it.
Who would you say really inspires you when you're in the studio? Like, who do you have to have in the studio with you?
I don't have to have somebody, but the people I always love having. I love having Peru in the studio.
Okay.
He's an amazing songwriter, amazing producer. I love having. There's this new guy I'm working with now, Nabji. I love having Spiroch in the studio. And I just love having everybody in my house, girl Amber.
Yeah.
From my cook, driver, police, everybody. God, say I'm like this.
Yeah.
And he go enter. Do you understand? That's just how it has been.
You know, what I find interesting even more so is the open-heartedness, right? Like, a lot of people, if they were as big as you, had as much wealth as you, they would become kind of closed off and also protect their space. But it seems as if the bigger
I think it's exposure.
Exposure, how would you mean?
Like me, I've always been the last kid around, the youngest. My family is big.
Right.
Like my mom used to open the doors to all my cousins. Yeah. Like all my cousins, my second cousins, they never even stayed in their parents' house. Everybody was in my house. So I think that too, and my dad, my family is so big that I'm just used to just.
Do you have trust issues?
I'm sharp guy.
Okay.
Like I'm so sharp that it's scary.
What do you mean, how?
You can't boo me.
Do you ever worry of people taking advantage of you? Is that a concept for you?
People do it every day. What do you mean?
And how does it make you feel? Are you bothered? Because
the more I do, the more I get big and the more money I make. So I don't.
So it doesn't bother you?
Nah. As open as people think I am, I'm very, very aware. And I'm very, very vigilant.
I want to talk about your label, signing. Yeah. You signed the first female artist. Yeah. What was it about her that made you decide to sign?
I met her on a Thursday on the ride home. I heard it and I was blown away.
Yeah.
She's amazing. Like, she's going to be the biggest, I'm telling you.
Do you feel like female artists have it harder in our industry?
Oh, definitely. That's in everything in Africa. But I think, you know, I'm so proud of this protest I just had. Now the women did front.
Yeah, it was women.
Yes, now.
It was.
Do you understand? So it shows you that, you know, these men are just all talk. But I don't know, but I'm happy for like artists like Tiwa, Simi, Niola, that are doing that thing that have pushed the idea of a woman being top 5, top 3 artists in Nigeria. Yeah. It's not easy. What do you understand? Another thing too, because Nigerian women too, they don't like themselves sometimes. It's the truth now. I tell the truth now. Okay. Like, let's be real.
Right.
Do you understand? I've been many places where they're like, do you understand? But I'm just like, yo, support. Do you understand? In America, it's like the ladies are the ones supporting the ladies.
Gotcha.
You understand? In Nigeria, it's more of the guys.
Do you think that also within the industry, there's not enough collaboration between the female musicians?
Honestly, I never really see them together. That's the honest truth.
Wizkid recently dropped his album and you congratulated him publicly online. What made you decide to do that?
I just did it. I can't lie. I didn't think about it. I just did it.
Did you know what you were doing the way you were doing it?
What was I doing?
That's the question. What were you doing?
I didn't do anything. I just posted it. It's free. I can post anything I want to my page.
Did he respond?
Nah. He never responds.
Were you hoping he would respond?
No. Why would I hope he would respond when I know he's not going to respond?
But you have his number, right? Privately.
Yeah.
Have you tried calling him recently?
I've never called him before.
I know you say there are no issues, that you're cool with him. But do you feel like you will ever be able to resolve your issues?
I don't know. Ask Mr. Ayo himself, man. You know me, I got hit to my computer, nigga. Pull up.
You know the thing is,
day.
you know what's interesting, David? You know, it's interesting because you're actually more of a troublemaker than you make yourself seem.
Are you serious?
You know, because you know what's interesting? When I saw the post, I thought to myself, I was like, this is being a bigger person. Yeah. But in many ways, it's almost
But that's in Nigeria way of thinking. That's probably how Wiz is thinking too. You just don't need to spite me. I'm not spiting you.
No. When I say a bigger person, I don't mean like I'm bigger than you.
No, bigger.
Yeah.
But, come on.
Do you understand? I mean like I'm trying to reach out.
I'm bigger than everybody, bro.
Do you think you're the biggest artist in Nigeria?
Yes, I am.
Yeah?
Yes. Facts is there, it's clear.
In terms of what?
In terms of forget money.
Okay, what?
I'm the biggest. It's on paper, it's there.
Like in terms of what?
Everything. I'm not going to. I know how to. They know these people at the back. You know,
like numbers, streams.
Baba, everything in this life.
But you are open to collaborating with everyone.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course. Now, just in Ghana, just like. Me and Wiz have never been in the studio. Do you understand? Ever. Do you understand? It's not even. We just never. We used to be friends back then, like before.
Of course.
But like, we never just. I don't know.
What about future albums and in terms of, you know, the album that's coming out now? What kind of features are we going to see on it? Who did you collaborate with?
The album, on the 13th, man. A Better Time. It's crazy, man. You're going to love it. Mayor Queen's on the album. Bella Shmurda, Nicki Minaj, Lil Baby, Chris Brown, Young Thug, Shoma Josie, Nas, Sauti Soul.
That's amazing. What's the sound like?
Hits now. I'm on P now.
Is it you? I know it's going to be hits, but you know, because you're signed to a label abroad now, how much influence do they have in terms of, you know, picking and choosing? Are they?
Now, like with me, my own deal is different. Like they can't pick for me.
So they have no say in terms of what
because they trust me.
Okay.
Because I always deliver.
Is the sound more global? Would you say?
What's global sound?
When I say global, in terms of thinking about Son of Mercy.
Okay, four is not a global sound. I made this year. It has sold the highest Afrobeat selling single of all time. 500, almost 1 million now in the US. All my Yankee songs where I don't do, you never even reach 200K. So what's global sound? When you ask what's global sound?
So basically it's not Son of Mercy, none of that sound?
No. It's straight my type of vibe.
What about future plans? What do you, like, if you think about yourself when you're 40, what are you hoping? Do you know where you want to be when you're 40?
Actually, I do.
Yeah.
Kind of. I don't want to be singing, obviously. By 30, 31, I'm out.
Really?
I'm telling you.
Why? Why do you want to do
there are other things to do now.
That's so interesting. Music is still your first love, Sha. Interesting. And after that, I know you mentioned that you want to do politics and stuff.
I'm not this, no again.
No, after this.
Well, this time, like, me, I know if I run, I'll win. Nobody can beat me in any election. But everything has to be transparent before I even think of even wanting to go there. You
know, you have family that's in politics, and you've mentioned that the system is very corrupt. And
yes, my uncle won election. They didn't give us that.
Yeah. And do you hope that we will be able to get to a place where, you know, the system would be accountable? And how do you think we'll get there?
Hopefully, like I said, like from electoral reform, like it's just for everything, it starts from INEC.
Yeah.
Putting the right people there. It's just there's so much corruption in Nigeria. Like, it's not even from the top, from here itself, there's corruption going all the way up. So it's just, I don't know, just pray.
So enough of serious talk. We're going to play a game really quick before we wrap up.
All right.
It's called Song Association.
Okay.
So I'll say a word, and then you just have to think of the song that's associated, any song that's associated with it. So for example, like if I say, you know, billion, then I would say if exactly. Do you understand? But it doesn't have to do with only your song.
Okay, I understand.
Okay. All right, cool. So the first word is going to be love. So you gotta sing a song that's to love.
Yeah. And she wants my love.
Okay, we can't do any of your songs.
I don't sing nobody's song.
We can't
okay,
do
I'll
any
sing.
of
I'll
those.
sing.
Okay.
I feel die on top your matter.
Okay,
love
that's fine.
you, love
Okay,
you.
that's fine. Okay, money.
I want to come.
Why are you singing so quiet?
Oh, I should sing for you.
Sing now.
Oh, no, dollar, no, lower. But I bet you lower. Shout out to Nadine.
Okay, next song is, next word is, movie. You can't think of it any? You want to pass?
Yeah.
Okay, boy.
Hey, Mr. Dele, now my boy. Dele,
You can't use your own song.
I'm on a boy, that one. Use that one. I like that one.
He's going to call you again
No,
for
it's
singing
cool.
that line.
We speak every other day.
Every day. Okay. Last word is car.
I go zoom, zoom, zoom. It's car now. Zoom, zoom, zoom. Now car be that
Doesn't
man.
enter.
He enter. You won't tell me about
another
me.
word, wife. For your last word, wife.
Why you choose that
I do
one?
because yes. You know what did enter?
Man, I don't even know no songs with wife, man. Except my song. That's what you say. I sing other people's songs.
You listen to music all the time.
My music.
Really?
Yeah.
But you listen to other people's music as well.
Let me
Or you
see
do your own stuff.
No, I don't do my own thing.
Wife. You never use the word wife in any of your songs.
I don't think.
Really? Okay, so then maybe you could. Do you want to make up one now? Be my wifey, wifey. Yes, I'll be your wife. You do the.
Is it old school?
We're old.
How far?
We're old.
Wanna be your wifey, a wifey.
We've shown
I was two. I was like how old?
You were like
6.
You were like 5 or 4.
Are you older than me? You're not older than me. No. I'm a grown man. What you talking
You
about?
sweetie. Oh my god. Album's dropping November 13th, right?
Yeah, November 13th. It was meant to drop like since October, but I really just want everything to calm down. Better time. Worked very hard on this album.
Yeah.
When it comes out, make sure you guys attack it. I'm sure you guys will.
Thank you so much for sitting down and talking with me. This was
Thank
great.
you, thank you guys.
This has been The Juice with Davido. Make sure that you get his album on November 13th, A Better Time, coming out on all streaming platforms. My name is Balanle Lukani, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.